to my channel. If you're new, I'm Danny. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell because it's always a mystery when I post new videos. And if you're not already following me on Instagram, please be sure to do that. It is at _dancing_bookworm. I post on there full book reviews and bookish content. So I know I said in my last, my July TBR that I wasn't going to film in this location again, but Chandler's being crazy right now, and anywhere else I go, he's knocking over what I'm going to be showing you in this video. So this is the best place to do it because he can't get to my little end table here or over here where my stuff is sitting if I'm sitting here. So cool. So this video is just going to be showing you guys some of my favorite bookmarks in my collection. If you guys don't know, I have been collecting bookmarks for the past 4 or 5 years now, but I had some from when I was younger too that got added into the collection when I decided that this is what I was going to collect. I just did a count because I was like, oh, I'm going to Maryland next week and I'm gonna want to remember to buy a bookmark. It's my first vacation in a while, so I'm definitely gonna want to remember to buy a bookmark. And I was actually really disappointed the last couple times I went to Disney World I couldn't find bookmarks. So next time I go to Disney, I'm gonna have to find one. But this is my first vacation since my last trip to Disney, which was like a year and a half ago. So yeah, so I am very excited to go to Maryland, and one of the main things I want to get while I'm down there is a bookmark to commemorate going to nationals in Maryland with my dance studio. But I was going through and I counted them all, and I have 141 bookmarks. So I'm obviously not going to show you guys all of them. I may at the end lay out them somewhere if Chandler cooperates and take a video of all of them so you can see all 141, but I thought I would just show you guys some of my favorites. This video is just for fun. I'm really proud of my bookmark collection. They've been gifted to me. They've been things that I've gotten on vacations that I've gone on. A lot of them have positive memories connecting to my parents who are passed away. If you guys are new to my channel, both my parents have passed, so some of these were gifts from them. So yeah, so I'm just really excited to go through some of my favorites and show them to you guys. So I will start with, so this is, it says chapter 21, and then on the back it says Hermione's Secret, which was the title of the chapter in Harry Potter, and I believe this was Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I think this was the chapter where we find out about the Time Turner. But this just came in a bookmark, and I just really like it because it's super simple, or bookmark, it came in a book box. I just really like it because it's super simple, and I'm a big Harry Potter fan, so. The next one is this one, which I got on a book trading website of somebody who sells bookmarks, makes and sells them, and this is Nutcrackers because I'm a dance instructor, so the Nutcracker is a big ballet, so it's a big part of my life. The back looks like this, but I really like homemade ones. I think people go through a lot of effort to make homemade ones, and they always come out really nice. I did not realize that I had 2 of these, so I think I'm going to end up giving one to my boss for Christmas, so hopefully she doesn't watch this, but she doesn't really watch YouTube, so I don't have to worry about that. But yeah, so I just like it because it's Nutcrackers, and I'm a dance teacher, and it reminds me of the Nutcracker. So this is one of 3 that I have. So I have Goofy, Mickey, and Minnie. And this is just a really flimsy, not great. It's a perforated edge, one that you cut out of a magazine. However, the story behind this is why I like this one so much. I was in the hospital in April for 11 days, and one of the other patients there saw that I was reading a lot. I don't talk about what I was in the hospital for. It's personal, so I don't share that with anyone, but this patient saw that I was struggling, and she came up to me and she was like, I see you read a lot, so I have these bookmarks. Do you want them? And I was like, oh, thank you. I'll take one. And she was like, no, they're all for you. So she gave me this one, Mickey and Minnie, and it was just super sweet. It was somebody just noticing that I needed a companion when I was in a not great place, and kind of took a few minutes to bond over books and shared our favorite books and stuff like that, and she gave me these bookmarks just out of the kindness of her heart. And so those are the kind of things that I love about collecting things, is a lot of the bookmarks that I have are people just giving them out or just out of kindness, which really just brings me happiness and joy. A lot of the bookmarks that I have are ones that I've picked up from the New York State Fair that'll be at booths and stuff like that, even if it's not necessarily a booth that I care about, I will always pick one up because I'm like, somebody thought about this, that somebody might want to bookmark, and I just think it's such a cool idea because a lot of people read digitally now and bookmarks aren't like used a lot, so it's almost like a dying collection, like, because they're like, people don't really use them anymore, or they just like dog ear a page, which I hate. But yeah, like bookmarks for me are just like something that's like, it's a little old-fashioned, but it also can be super sentimental, and like that is a story of somebody who like noticed me and was like, here's a bookmark because I see you. So that was really nice. So then this one says, love what you do. So this actually came in a pack of 6 at the dollar store, or it came in a pack of 3, but there was 2 different types of packages. So I have 6 that look like this, that all have different quotes on them, but this is one of my favorites because love what you do is kind of like my life motto. Because as a dance instructor, I don't get paid a lot. I mean, I get paid pretty good for a dance instructor, but like, it's still like, you know, I'm an artist. Artists don't get paid like CEO level pay or anything like that. So I always say like, I love what I do and I don't care how much I get paid. So love what you do has kind of been my life motto. Just like, if you're not doing something that brings your heart happiness, then why bother doing it? So I just love this one because it has that quote on it. So so this one is from Barnes & Noble. It says, hang out and read, and it's got a sloth on it. And this is in my favorites because Jacob actually picked this out. I took him to Barnes & Noble one day, and I was like, pick a bookmark for my collection. And this is the one he picked because he was obsessed with sloths at the time. Like, loved sloths. So, and I used to call him Baby Sloth because he would like cling. He still does. He like clings to me and like wants me to like hang him upside down. So it even says Baby Sloth on the back. So this is my Jacob bookmark that he picked out for me. The next one, so this one is really cool because, so this says grounding exercise for use during a panic attack. When you need to stay calm or when you feel disconnected from your body, look around. You identify and name 5 things that you see, 4 things you feel, 3 things you hear, 2 things you smell, and 1 thing you taste. And this was actually from one of my old therapists. I haven't seen her in like 6 years. This was before I collected bookmarks. She was from where I used to live, and then I had to switch therapists because I moved. But this was just like something, she was like, oh, I know you like reading, and you know, I thought that this would be like a nice little thing for you to just have on hand. You can just store in your book and stuff like that for whenever you're feeling overwhelmed, because I do have a history of panic and anxiety attacks. So this was really, really nice. It was like a little nice gift that she gave me, and I've held on to it for 6 years. So okay, so these ones are kind of funny. So these ones are like little kid-made bookmarks. And the reason I like these is because someone somewhere made these and left them in secondhand books. So I got books from like thrift books or other places that are secondhand books that I've ordered online and stuff like that, and these were inside them, and I just think it's so cute because some kid somewhere took time to make this. So if I find a bookmark, like a homemade bookmark in a book, I do save them because I think it's so cute. I love when kids make things and like, you know that they were super proud of their bookmark. Like they were like, Mom, look what I made. Like, so if it gets left in a secondhand book, I definitely keep it and add it to my collection. So if those are your bookmarks and you want them back, let me know and I will be happy to give them to you because I think it's very sweet. So the next one says, do more of what makes you happy, and it has dancers on it. So this kind of goes again with my do what you love kind of motto, but do more of what makes you happy with the dancers on it. I actually picked this up after a dance recital. Someone gave me a Barnes & Noble gift card, and me and my friend afterwards went to Barnes & Noble to spend it, and this is one of the things I got in it to kind of commemorate the dance recital. I don't think it was the first dance recital I did with Gotta Dance, like the studio that I'm at right now. I don't think it was like the first one I did, but it was like the second one. And I was really excited because I think I had like a lot of dances in the second one. Like it was my first time teaching more than just like 1 or 2 classes here. So I ended up getting this to commemorate, and I love the quote, and obviously it has dancers on it, which I love. So this one, But yeah, it's an actual working magnifying glass, so you guys can see that. Jacob used to love this. He used to like, my mom used to babysit Jacob at our apartment, and he would come in, like specifically like wake me up in the morning so that he could get a hold of this before he had to go to his preschool. So he wanted to play with this so bad. That's why it's all scratched and like dirty and stuff like that. But I will never get rid of this. He loved this thing. I think I got it from the Page Habit book boxes is what I think. Which I really miss Page Habit book boxes. Those were the best. This one is The Golden Girls, and it says, have I given you any indication at all that I care? And it's got Sophia from The Golden Girls on top. I got a collection of 4 of these, and the reason it's in this collection is because my mom actually gave one of them to her friend. And so like now her friend has one and I have one, and her friend used to give me books all the time. So I just really like it. It kind of reminds me of my mom and how she was like, oh, can I give one of those to my friend? Like she was like always thinking of others. And I just really like the quote. It's very funny. Have I given you any indication at all that I care? Not usually do I. So yeah, that's just a funny one, and it's got a good memory surrounding it. So this one's not like an actual bookmark, but there's a reason behind it. So this is a Wonderworks ticket. And the reason I have this in here is because I went with, so my sister-in-law's sister's daughter, but I just call her my niece because for the longest time my brother and sister-in-law didn't have kids, and her sister did. So I kind of just like adapted to like calling them my nieces and nephew, or my niece and nephew, because I babysat them all the time and I saw them a ton. So yes, so my pseudo niece, we shall call her, and I went to Wonderworks one day as like a fun little activity, and we went to another store in the mall. You are being crazy. Take your ball. We went to another store in the mall and bought a bookmark, and like so that I could remember the day, and I left it sitting on the frozen yogurt counter, and when I went back for it, somebody had like stolen it and they like took it for their own. So this is the bookmark instead to remember that day. But it was a really fun day. She had a lot of fun. Ava wasn't like quite old enough to go on those excursions with me yet. Now she is, but she wasn't quite old enough, so it was like a fun day for me to get to hang out with like my pseudo niece. This one says, I'm sending you a hug today. Sometimes it's nice to get an unexpected hug for no other reason than just because you're loved and cared for. It's a good feeling to know that you're simply because you're you. Someone wants to show you how much you mean to them. So while you're reading these words, don't just think of them as words. Think of each one as a hug from your heart to mine, by Barbara J. Hall. Sorry, I like butchered reading that. This is actually a gift from my mom. So I've held on to this for a long time. She went on like a little trip with her sisters. I actually think it was last year. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Was it last year? No, it was 2 years ago. She went on a trip with her sisters. It was after my dad passed away on her and my dad's anniversary. She was like feeling really depressed. So her sisters took her on like a sister trip, and I was really sad because it was like the first time she had gone away without me after my dad's passing. So I was like having a really hard time with that, and she came back with this, and she was like, okay, I'm not sentimental, but here, and like she handed me this, and of course it's super sappy, but she was like, I'm not sentimental, but I know you collect bookmarks. So that was me and my mom's relationship, like we're not gonna get sappy, but also I love you, side note, like kind of thing. So yeah, from my mom. So these two are actually like 2 of the first bookmarks that I had in my collection. So this one, which is Inside Out, and it says every day is full of emotions, I've had for, I want to say like 8 years. I bought it with my ex a long time ago. So it's a very long time ago. And this one I've had even longer. This fairy one I've had since I was about, I want to say like 8 or 9. This is my longest standing bookmark. My dad bought it for me. One day I was reading a book and he got mad that I was like dog earing the pages. He's like, you're never gonna be able to sell that, because that was my dad. He always wanted to know what we could sell. But he was like, you're never gonna be able to sell that. And so he bought me this bookmark so I would stop dog earing the pages, and I think we just got it at Wegmans, but it's been with me the longest. It was actually in like my memory box, and then after my dad passed away, I went through my memory box and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot about this, so I put it in my bookmark collection. But yeah, 2 just like tasseled pretty bookmarks. But yeah, I definitely got this one with my ex a long time ago, and this one even longer. So this one I actually got from Wish, which, yeah, like I know like Wish products suck, but look how pretty this is. This was actually like a successful Wish purchase, and I actually have a video of me opening this. But yeah, it's Alice in Wonderland. I don't know if I can focus. No, it's not going to. But it's Alice in Wonderland, and this is like a very fragile, dainty leaf. It's just so pretty. I just love this one. It's just so frail and pretty. Like, it doesn't really have any special meaning to me, but I just love it. So these are 2 bookmarks / bracelets that my students made for me, because they know I won't wear bracelets, so they're like, oh, I made this for you as a bookmark. So this is from one of my current students, and this is from one of my old students, and they are both supposed to be the Hogwarts colors. So yeah, so I think they're super cute. I love when my kids make me gifts. But yeah, they didn't have, this one said I didn't have red, so I used orange when she gave it to me, so that's orange. And then this one said, I think they're the Hogwarts colors, but I think I added 1 extra, so she did. like this is supposed to be the red, green, blue, and yellow, and then there's like a random orange, but it's fine. I love these though. Literally, gifts for my kids, especially homemade ones, make me so happy. And like this girl who gave me this one, like specifically didn't make this like a bracelet loop, because she's like, I know you don't wear bracelets, so you can use it as a bookmark. So I love them. I just love them so much. So then I got this one, which I think was also from Wish, actually. I think Wish actually has some good bookmarks, but it's just the golden snitch. But I just like how it looks. It's very pretty. Very pretty. Nothing really special about it. Again, I think I just got it from Wish, but it's just pretty. This one was a part of a collection. My friend got me a bunch of Harry Potter themed bookmarks, and this is my favorite from it. But there's also like a Gryffindor one and like a Hogwarts crest one and stuff that are like these really nice metal-y bookmarks, but I just like this one the best because it like sticks out like a broom. So like you like put it in your book. I'll show you guys. You like put it in your book like this, and it sticks out like that, which is really cute. I love it. Chandler, they're not for you. The next one I have is also a funny one, and I will show you guys how this works, but this came in a Page Habit box. Really miss Page Habit. I wish Page Habit would start up again. I loved Page Habit, but it's just like a little flat Stanley, and you put him in your book, and his like little feet stick out. It's super cute. I just like it because it's funny, but there he is, all smooshed inside the book. Yeah, I love him. He's just funny. No special meaning, just funny, so he's one of my favorites. So I really love these like magnetic bookmarks, and I don't know where my Harry Potter ones went, but I had Harry Potter ones too. But I just got these from Barnes & Noble, so I have a little sloth, a palm tree, because my mom loved palm trees, and then this one just says read between the lines. But these always come in sets, but these are just like my favorite out of the sets, and I do have a Harry Potter one too, and the Ravenclaw one I know was my favorite, but I have no idea where that one, so but yeah, so these ones I just like because these are ones that I will actually use. Like most of these bookmarks I just have for funsies, like, and I just keep them in my collection, but these ones I will actually use because I like the magnetic ones to hold my books down. This is a Captain Hook one. It came in the Walt Life box, and I got the Walt Life box when we found out we were going to Disney World with my nieces and nephew, and I got it for them to surprise them. So this is like my Disney commemorating one, because yeah, I totally didn't get one when I was in Disney World, so this is my one to remember my Disney trips by. But yeah, just Captain Hook. This one is also from Page Habit. Guys, I miss Page Habit so much. But this one says, many people, myself among them, feel better at the mere sight of a book, by Jane Smiley. And I love that quote, and I love all the floral leafy patterns on it and stuff. Just a pretty one. So this one, I have to cover up the address on here. Okay, so this is actually, it doesn't look like much, but this is a bookmark from my favorite bookstore where I used to live. And it's called Time and Again Books, and I absolutely adore this bookstore. It's a secondhand bookstore. The lady is so kind. She is obsessed with books, just loves them so much, and I imagine myself becoming her in the future. I love her. She is great, and I have not been there in a few years just because where I used to live has a lot of tainted bad memories for me, unfortunately, so I don't go there a lot. I don't actually think I've been there in 3 years, but it will still forever be one of my favorite bookstores. She is always nice. She has the best attitude. She talks to you in depth about books that you would like, books that she likes. She's just got such a kind heart, and she really makes the store, and I'm sad that I haven't been there in such a long time, but it will stay in my bookmark collection so I can always remember her because I did absolutely love her. This one says, my workout is reading in my bed until my arms hurt, and this was actually a gift from my parents. This was the last Christmas present they both got me before my dad passed away. So my dad passed away right before Christmas of 2019, so this was from Christmas 2018, and they got me a pajama day kit, so I could just stay home in my pajamas all day and read books, and this was in it, and my mom thought she was hilarious buying me this, but she, as good memories of it being part of my last Christmas present with my parents. So then I have this one is the Night Bus. And again, this is just from another little homemade bookmark maker. This came in a little Harry Potter book box that was all these homemade things. And it's just the Night Bus. I really appreciate people who make bookmarks, especially look at these little tassels. They're so fun to play with. But yeah, I just really appreciate people who make bookmarks. I think they're super cute. This is another homemade one. This one has kind of a special meaning though. This is the Grinch hooked up to the sleigh. And the reason I got this one, and I'm a little bummed, is because my mom and I watch this version of the Grinch every year, the cartoon, obviously this is from the book, but the cartoon version of the book every year for Christmas, and I got this right before she passed away, the Christmas before she passed away. So, but our favorite character is Max, but the Max ones that the girl had were all sold out before I could get it. So this was the next best thing, because I know Max would be right there, but my mom and I used to always act out Max, jumping on the end of the sleigh going, hi, hi, super cute. But yeah, this was me and my mom's cartoon. We watched it every Christmas. I did not watch it this past Christmas, because it was too sad, but still one of my favorite bookmarks. So I have 3 left of my favorites, and then I'll try to do a scanning of all of them for you if possible. This one says worlds can lie. Blech. No, it doesn't. It says words can lie, see beyond them, from the Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. And I actually have never read this book, but I just love the look of this bookmark. This is so beautiful. It came in a book box. I can't remember which one. I don't think it was Owl Crate, because Owl Crate, I think I did middle grades. Maybe it was Owl Crate. I don't remember, but I think it was Owl Crate, because now I think I did do Owl Crate YA, not middle grade. But it's just so pretty. I just love how it looks. I've never read the book, but I like the quote too. I'm sure I would like the book, I just never read it. So then this one is another one that I got when I was with my mom when her and I did our trip to Niagara Falls. You guys have probably seen this if you watched that, but this says Niagara Falls, America's oldest state park, and it's just got a little flag on it. I'm not super into the American flag or anything, but it was literally the only bookmark we could find on the trip, but I just, trip with my mom brings out fond memories, and yeah. So last, this was a really, really nice present from my aunt. So it actually has this really nice box that it came in with a velvet cushion underneath. And it's got a feather, and connected to the feather is this little charm. Hold on, let me see if I can get it. Okay, so my mom's things were pine trees. Palm trees. She didn't like pine trees. Palm trees. So it's a palm tree, and it's a heart, and you guys probably can't see, but it has sparrows on it, which is like I always say it's like my spirit animal, but they're like, that's what I have here too, is sparrows. They're like my spirit animal, my Patronus. It's like the one thing from the Bible that I ever really connected with when I was kind of being pressured into following a certain religion, which I don't anymore, but it was just like something that always stuck with me, was like, God knows all the hairs on your head and he knows all the feathers on the sparrows. That quote kind of always stuck with me, so I always liked it. But now it's kind of, sparrows are actually my Patronus as well from Harry Potter, so I just really like sparrows, and they're just kind of my spirit animal. So it's got the palm trees, and it's got the sparrows and feathers, and it says, your wings were ready, but our hearts were not, Mom. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but this was a Christmas present from my aunt. It's not gonna let me focus, man. I really want it to focus, but it's not going to. A little bit? No? Well, I tried. Oh, maybe if I can do it like this. Can I do it like, I don't know. Okay, you can kind of see it there. You can kind of see it. But yeah, this was just a really nice Christmas present from my aunt. It's something that I really, really love. Don't think she made it. I think it was made by someone. But yeah, just a really, really sweet gift from my aunt. But yeah, those are all of my favorite bookmarks in my collection. I have like quite a few more, but those are the top ones that like hold a special place in my heart. Most of the other ones that I have are like ones that I picked up at the state fair booths, or like ones that people have given to me, or like ones that I've gotten, like the ones that people have given to me have been like they either gave them to me so long ago that I don't remember who gave them to me, or they look similar to other ones, so I didn't want to be like, oh, this was the one that this person gave to me, and not actually know that for a fact. But yeah, most of them are just like, oh, this box is completely broken now. Oops, my cat was playing with it. But most of them are like either like ones that you like get at the state fair that are just like these ones, or they're ones that you get at like Barnes and Noble that are like this. But yeah, for the most part, that's what I have in here left. I do have some random odd and ends of things that I've used as bookmarks in the past that I put in here to remember all the silly things that I've used as bookmarks in the past. But yeah, that's about it. That's about the collection. I don't think I'm going to be able to display these because my cat is being crazy, but you guys can just see how many more are left. Maybe one time I will do like a full bookmark revealing, maybe at the end of the year or something like that. But I just wanted to share with you guys some of my favorites because I haven't really done any like fun videos in a while, so I thought I would just do this one because it was quick and easy, and I don't know, maybe other bookmark collectors out there are big fans. So now you guys can see what some of my favorites are. And yeah, I'm gonna have to see what bookmarks I can get from Maryland. I'm really hoping when I go to Maryland next week that I can find a bookstore, because my boss also loves books, so I know she would go with me. So I'm hoping I can find a bookstore. But if I don't, it's okay. I'll live, but I won't. But I really want books. So yeah. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Wasn't that a great video? Clearly books make me very happy. Now you can make me happy too. Click the subscribe button to follow my channel. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you think I did good. And the notification bell will let you know when I post new content. Also, follow my Instagram for more book shenanigans.